Pursued, Part 2. Jim began to notice something odd. All the victims that were lying there, stretching very far into the distance, were all roughly a similar size. There was nothing really big and nothing really small. Each specimen was about the size of a large sheep. He was pondering this odd fact when the underbrush rustled a warning behind him. Jim had worked with mercury, and for a split second it seemed like a half-filled leather sack of the liquid metal had rolled into the clearing. For the quasi-spherical object moving into his vision has such a weighty, fluid motion. But it was not leather. And what appeared at first to be a disgusting wartiness on the surface turned out, on closer scrutiny, to be more like the functional projections of some outlandish mechanism. Whatever the thing was, he had little time to study it. The spheroid retracted a number of its metal rods, which had bulbous lens-like structures at their tips, and then it started to roll towards him at a regular speed of about 5 miles per hour. And from its purposeful advance, Jim had no doubts that it meant to add him to the pathetic heap of living dead specimens. Jim uttered an incoherent sound of surprise and then sprang back a number of paces, unswinging his rifle. The robot was still some 30 yards away, approaching at a moderate speed that was invariable. An advance more terrifying in its regularity than the headlong charge of a giant brute beast. Jim's hand flew to the bolt of his rifle, and with practiced deftness, he slammed a cartridge into the chamber. He held the barrel against his cheek, and using the peep sight, aimed squarely at the leathery bulk spheroid, odd thing, moving towards him. A perfect target in the bright afternoon sun. A grim little smile touched his lips as he squeezed the trigger. He knew what one of those 180 grain metal jacketed boat tail slugs could do at 3,000 feet per second. Probably at this close range it would blow the foul thing into a mush.